Happy Father's Day, everybody. I'm Gina Thorson with Stormy Cromer, and I am joined today by my sister, KJ. And we just wanted to share a couple of great memories today. As you might know, this is a family-run company, and so KJ and I have the great privilege of working with our dad every day. And we had the privilege of growing up in a family-run sewing business. So when we were kids, we didn't own Stormy Cromer, so we did other kinds of sewing stuff, but a lot of the values and the way we ran our company were very much the same at that time. So we're going to each share a story about our dad, and KJ's going to go first.
Okay, cool. So Gina was the child that, my parents didn't have to put a lot of effort into. I was a problem child, is what I'm trying to say. And in my childhood, I did not like to sleep in my bed because that was where you were supposed to sleep. So why do that? So Dad decided that he was going to make me something to sleep in. So he made me this awesome tent. And it was kind of made out of this heavy, like natural color canvas, heavyweight canvas.
And it was modeled after, we used to make ice fishing tents, right? So that's what it was modeled after.
I think that's what it was. I mean, I think he took that tent pattern and kind of changed the fabric and the specs a little bit. And so I remember going out to the woods with him to get the wooden sticks that held it up. And, we threaded them through the holes, and because we didn't happen to have like metal tent poles hanging around. And so he made this awesome tent, and I drew on the tent and made, like some kind of outdoor scene. I remember doing the sun and different things. And I slept in there because it was like a fort, and it was my bed all in one. And so it was in my room. So, Dad got me to be sleeping in my room again. But it was still cool to me because it was like this fort and tent kind of thing. And, that was always what we had growing up, as far as a dad who could create anything. And the other story is that I was really into Where's Waldo. Like, I had everything of Waldo, and I didn't ask him to do it, but one day he decided he was going to make this Waldo's head. And he used all materials we had. It was mostly Naga hide. And it was this awesome thing that looked like it was a branded product that my dad made for me, and I had the only one. And I always remember being in awe of the stuff that he could create, because he doesn't just have an idea and then say, so-and-so go build this or make it. He can do it. And when he did stuff like that, that was special, that was like custom just for us, it really meant a lot. I mean, you can tell we're still talking about it. So
he really is a craftsman.
And he can fix, build, create anything. Absolutely. So those two are a couple of my favorites.
So in the terms of our dad being a craftsman, one of the other things that we used to do a lot of, we still do some here in the company, but when we were growing up, it was a big part of the business, was recovering people's couches and chairs and boat seats and car seats and things like that. And my dad was the upholsterer, so he did it, and he did, antique coaches and really beautiful things. And then in the evenings, he would deliver the furniture to the customers' homes, usually, like, let's say within an hour drive. And so he didn't want to have an evening where he wasn't with his family, so he would kind of alternate and take one of us, so we could have like one-on-one time with each of us going to these customers.
And sometimes we went together.
Sometimes, yeah. But when we went, and so let's say like I was like 10 years old, like that kind of age. And so when we went, when we got to the customer's house, every time he would say, now you can come to the door and meet the customer, or you can stay in the truck. And if you come to the door, you have to shake their hand, you have to look them in the eye, and you have to ask them how they are. And if you do all that, we're going to stop for ice cream, which was a key motivator. And but if you're not up for meeting people today, that's fine too. You can stay in the truck, but no ice cream. So I shook a lot of hands. I learned a lot about customer service. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was getting a mini course in customer service.
Sure.
And I ate a lot of ice cream at the Oasis. So that's one part of the memory that has really stuck with me, especially as I've grown into the business and, really looked back and seen what a lesson that was. And then other really like father-daughter part of it was that on the drive home, and it would usually be, dark. And I remember looking out the truck window at the stars, because we live in the North Woods and you can see the stars every night. And he was always playing either Phil Collins / Genesis or Neil Diamond in like 8 tracks, like, or cassette tapes in his truck.
I remember the 8 tracks.
Yeah,
yes.
and I knew every word to every one of those songs, and we would sing along together to those great 80s songs, 70s and 80s songs. And it just was it's a very fond memory still. I'm 45 years old, and it's still a really fond memory. So I just, want to thank our dad for, even though he worked his tail off like the whole time we were kids, family was still like just as important, and made probably more important than the business. And he really found a way to blend those two things. And for that, I am very, very grateful.
Yeah, I don't think he slept much.
No, I don't think he did. Yeah. And so we want to wish not only all of the fathers out watching Happy Father's Day, the fathers, the grandfathers, the uncles, all of you who are a father figure to someone, have a great day today. But KJ and I really want to wish our dad a great Father's Day. And love you, Dad. Love working with you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you.